Was poppin'? If you saw the thumbnail, you already know. Today we are playing Little Cup for the sole purpose of completing the Hitmon series with the true hidden finale as suggested to me. Everyone starts their journey somewhere, right? So today we're going to be examining the life of Tyrogue before he becomes a Hitmon something. Let's get right into it. So, nobody told me shiny Tyrogue was looking this clean. Look at that blue. A very cool Pokemon. Now we're running Fake Out, Mach Punch, Bullet Punch, so triple priority with the Flame Orb Guts, so we'll be able to activate that with the Fake Out. And I'm running Brick Break as an option here because I noticed, I guess while testing the limited games I did, because it's very difficult to find a game in this tier due to the number of players playing it, that Brick Break was a good option to break dual screens, which you do see sometimes in the tier alongside like Hyper Offense, Little Cup stuff. EV Spread's weird, so you can't go beyond this. It's level 5 tier, so very interesting. I actually used to play this a lot. I think I've played like, I've at least tried it in all generations. I don't know if I tried it in this one yet. But it's a very fun, kind of fast-paced tier. Damage rolls are really weird. You can see like a 25, like 30% damage roll. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, I decided to pair it on a hazard stack team. So Glimmet, or Glimmet I guess, for some, is running Spikes 3 attacks, Toxic Debris. It's a very, very hazard mon. Here with Mudbray alongside it for Stealth Rocks, and it's a really good ground type for the team. Together these two can chip down opposing teams really nicely, and if there's T-Spikes on the opposing side, their Poison, Tyrogue's Fake Out can get more damage, which is quite cool. Elekid, this is a really fast Pokemon. It's I think one of the fastest in the tier. If I like sort by speed, you could see, yeah, I guess there's Voltorb, but Elekid I think is stylish. Yeah, good coverage overall. I mean, look at this coverage. It's quite nice. Then I have Stunky, which is a good secondary T-Spike absorber alongside Glimmet in case we lose that. And just a great kind of, I don't know, attacker knockoff spam, Sucker Punch, taunting things, Eviolite, bulky, Aftermath. This is a really good like chip damage type of team alongside Tyrogue to like finish them off with Mach Punch, Bullet Punch, and such. Then I have Vullaby, which is actually a dangerous Pokemon in the tier. Knock off Brave Bird, Terra Blast Ground, so we can turn into a ground type, avoid electric attacks. And yeah, we got Weak Armor for the boost to potentially run through teams after they're weakened. It's a good late game mon. But that's going to be the team. It might take forever to find a game, so I'll likely be pausing in between some of them until we get one, but in the meantime, question of the day for you all. If Tyrogue evolved like a fighting type Eevee with multiple forms, what's one evolution you would give it? And what would it specialize in? I'd like to know. I feel like that's an interesting one to think about because I feel like Tyrogue either deserves more evolutions or at least a final form. So yeah, I will be back. Alright, so we have our first game here, and it's going to be up against this sand team, which is really cool. Really cool sand team here. They got Fuecoco for Unaware, Toad School for probably some hazard stuff. Yeah, Mienfoo, very, very solid looking team, I would say. My best lead could probably be, I guess Tyrogue could work as they lead Chinchou, and I could just Fake Out here immediately turn 1. Chinchou is a pretty good mon, actually. It's a pretty good mon. And it's fast too, so we'll be able to get a Fake Out here, which is nice, and then I want to say maybe we can go Elekid's not that useful here, so I'm going to go into that. I think Tyrogue's a little more useful. So they're going to Volt Switch out here, which is fine. They go Hippopotas. The Hippo is in. And so I could probably start getting my hazards up. We'll get rocks up here. If they go Chinchou, I don't think they'll go Chinchou hard right now. They'll go probably Toad School, which is actually a really good mon versus my team. They have a lot of good mons. Ice Fang. Ooh, that's kind of cool. So they gave me a defense boost, which is nice. Does Toadschool get Strength Sap? That's a cool mon if it does. So got the nice stamina boost going. They do go Toadschool here, so I will probably switch. 17 speed is pretty good. Pretty good indeed. I'll go Vullaby as they rapid spin. And I get a nice little boost here with my weak armor. So I could probably follow up with a Brave Bird here and just eliminate the Toadschool, which I think is gonna be wonderful. So Hippopotas is in. Let's knock off here, get rid of whatever item. It's gonna be a Violite as they slack off. And so then I could probably Brave Bird here. I wanna eliminate the sand if I can. They're gonna keep doing this slack off thing, right? Which they do. And then we could go here into... I wonder if Tyrogue with the Guts boost will knock it out. Let's see. Let's fake out once. I think with a Brick Break it'll knock it out. It'll be strong. Strong enough, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, good. So no more sand. So no Sandshrew, which is great. Sandshrew's in. Definitely has Earthquake, I guess. I'm gonna switch here. Oh, they rapid spin. Okay, that's... Huh. Interesting. Interesting. So we're gonna probably have to Terra with something, and I think it wouldn't be a terrible idea to Terra with Stunky, I guess. And go for like a really strong Terra Dark knockoff. They Swords Dance here, which is kind of cool. We get rid of a Violite. Now I can Sucker Punch. And I'll do it again. And I'll do it again. Yep. Eventually. We got some thumbnail text too. GG. Yep. Because I think at that point Stunky just kind of stunk through their whole team. After that, Terra Dark is really good on it. But getting the chip damage with Tyrogue and knocking out the sand, well-timed sand knockout, was really good. Let's get the next one now. And I don't know how long it will take, but hopefully we get one soon. Tyrogue is a fun mon. They had a lot of really good kind of type combinations versus our team. Like, I think the Toadschool, like with the grass ground, is really good against this team. Unless I Terra with something and knock it out by surprise, or get the weak armor boost with Vullaby. You know, that's always an option. But I think a very fitting finale. I actually did save some replays to show you all. I think those were really good games that I saved, so I will show them at the end. But yeah, I'll be right back when I get a game. All right, we got one, and this one is with Impidimp, and this is a dual screener. So dual screens team, we're gonna have to deal with this stuff. So first I'm going to fake out, right? First things first, we fake out. This is the perfect anti-dual screens mon right here. I'll show you why. So fake out first, we get the Flame Orb activation, we then Brick Break. Oh, they did not go for, oh, they went for Gleam. I thought this would be dual screens. Okay. Well, my mistake. It probably still is, though, I think. Yeah. Oh, they reflect. Nice. Kind of, I guess. So the mon that would probably want to come in is this Diglett. No, it's gonna be Esper. Okay. What if I go Stunky? Stunky seems reasonable. Thunderbolt, okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and knock off here. Try to remove an item. So screens should wear off at some point. They go Diglett here. Tangled Hair, we get rid of Life Orb, which is cool. Mudbray is a pretty good wall. I don't want to go hard into Vullaby because Vullaby is actually a win con for the team. The Rock Blast, they would have given me the best stamina boost of all time. Unfortunately, did not work. It did not work at all. Here we're gonna get up rocks. As they go Grookey, we can go into probably, we could even Terra Dragon this. But I kind of like the Vullaby for Terra Ground after Grookey's gone though. I'll go Stunky here. The Woodhammer for 30. I could probably Gunk Shot or Knockoff. I'll knock off here just to remove Eviolite. And so they go Fletchling here. This mon has priority. It's on heavy duty boots as well. Let's go Mudbray. So they'll dual wing beat here. Critical hit, whatever. Stamina boost is nice. Let's go for the Stone Edge. The Defog, okay. And we miss. So Hacks is inevitable sometimes. Sometimes is inevitable. Oh, give me another boost, thanks very much. Marini's in. This mon is actually kind of fast. This mon is kind of fast. Not sure what it's gonna do, but I can go Elekid. And just, do I need to predict? Do I need to predict? I could Psychic. And they left. Psychic seems like a good mid ground. Because we'll be able to hit, wow, they left and joined and left again. I don't know, I feel like it's better. Because if we get a little chip on the Diglett, which we do, that did 27, so we will be faster. And should be able to knock it out. Rock Blast, I don't know if they have Sucker Punch. Yeah, they don't. So we knock out Diglett. That's good. Grookey does get Grassy Glide, right? Yeah, it definitely should. Definitely should get Grassy Glide. So I think my play here would be to do what? Probably, I'm gonna save Stunky for the Sucker Punch on Esper. I'm gonna save Elekid. I'm going to probably go Mudbray or Vullaby here. I think better to go. I don't know why they defogged. I'm gonna say, maybe I save Mudbray. And just go like Vullaby here. Yeah, Grassy Glide did 13. Not bad. Brave Bird time. Time to get a Brave Bird off. So we haven't Terra'd yet, right? So that's gonna be useful later on. Fletchling is dead here. We can knock off. Goodbye to you. Marini's in. Does a Terra Blast Ground knock this out? I don't think it does. Trying to think what we need. What else do we need? Esper is faster than Glimmet. Maybe Terra Blast Ground does a lot. But I know Marini's like a super bulky thing. My Spidef is still high. I'm just gonna knock off first. The Ice Beam here. And then we would just, yeah, we would still save our Terra. I think it's still useful for later on. It's a Brave Bird here. So we knock it out. Good trade, I guess. Yeah, let's go Glimmet actually. Esper's in. So I'm going to do what? Glimmet's not, I mean, it is kind of useful at full HP, right? It's a little psychic. Actually, I think we're good. I think we're good. We sack this, right? We're gonna sack you first. Then we go into Stunky. We are naturally faster. We're gonna knock off here. Terra Electric, ooh. Oh shoot. That's fine actually. Because we're gonna have Mudbray with Terra Dragon for the Grookey. So now Grookey comes in. Oh, they don't even do anything. Nice. So I think we had that in the end anyways because of the Terra Dragon on Mudbray. So we'll take that. Excellent. Tyrogue at least weakened the team for only one screen, so that was helpful. In a way. I think it was more helpful in the first game than the second, but still good. I also could have Terra Steel Bullet Punched, and it probably would have been even better. But I figured if they were gonna do anything after Flame Orb, it would have been to Reflect, not Gleam, right? Because imagine if I was High Jump Kick, Imp would have died, and I think that's like the standard move on it is High Jump Kick. Yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, this one looks kind of more like a standard team. Like a very standard looking team for Little Cup. Mine kind of does too, but because I didn't really know how else to build, you know, from the little experience I have in this generation's Little Cup. But yeah, let's lead Tyrogue and begin the game. Maybe not, you know, do anything with the Mudbray here. I guess I could fake out first just to have the Flame Orb activation. I'll go with my own Mudbray now. So I can get rocks and such. So I can get my own rocks up here. So the Earthquake doing 40. We can perhaps weaken this further. And then I'm gonna Roar here just to send this thing out. They try to roar. They try to do the same thing too, which is cool. Here we can go into probably Stunky is the play. They do Spore. Okay, it's fine. Perfectly fine. Sometimes they Spore, sometimes they do something else. One turn sleep, and then I'm gonna go Mudbray here on the Stone Edge. And then Earthquake, see if I can win whatever Speed-TY this is, if it is a Speed-TY or not. Alright, now this thing is almost dead. We can go to Elekid now, and just Psychic for some damage. So that mon's dead. So yeah, both of our Mudbrays are dead, which is fine. We still have a Stunky and a Vullaby to use. So Mienfu's in now. They're more than likely going to fake out here, right? No, they High Jump Kick, okay. Okay. That's alright, I guess. I could have Terra Ghosted, but chose not to. I wonder if this is Scarf set or something. I'm gonna Brave Bird here. Could be Reckless High Jump Kick. But I think Vullaby's bulky enough. Yeah, Vullaby is bulky enough. It's probably Scarfed. Fu. Okay, so then now we go Elekid. And Volt Switch out here. As I think they're gonna just knock off. So we get some chip here, we get to go Stunky of our own. Try to knock off back. And one of these turns will wake up, I think. Perhaps. Potentially. Okay, so we got the Aftermath chip. Now we go Elekid again. Thunderbolt here's the play now. So we'll knock it out. Beautiful. The cool thing is, rocks are up. And so like with Fungus here, I think we will just Terra Psychic. And Psychic for a lot of damage. Is the Giga Drain, nice. And then we'll just, I don't know, Psychic again, I guess, knock it out. So our Terra, but they also have to Terra still as well. Whatever their Terra could be, I have no idea what it's gonna be. But probably our best play would be to, I don't know what Terra this is gonna be. Don't know what Terra this is gonna be. Ground, yep. Okay, so we Ice Punch, predicting the ground. Now we go Tyrogue. Fake out. Is I think the play. They could also switch out too, but it'll be close. It will be close. Start a timer just to see if they mess up. Yeah, I guess maybe if I activated my Terra on Elekid earlier, might have been good. The sleep was annoying. I haven't played with sleep in a while. In like the main tiers, right, is banned, so Spore is pretty cool for like max sleep turns. Okay, they stayed in. Nice, 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 nice. Let's Bullet Punch here now. Okay, that one's dead. Good. So now it's all up to us to beat Shelder, which has a lot of defense. Let's see what they do. I think they could just, what, Icicle Spear or Razor Shell or whatever? They'd probably do a lot. This is not an ice type, unfortunately. Liquidation. Ah, I think they've won. Unless I crit it somehow. They have beaten me this game. Good game. Good game. That's crazy. They took away all my points. Put me back at the start. So I guess high jump kick would have been good there. If I had it. Oh, we got one immediately. Nice. Not bad at all. Not bad. So they've got the Hisuian Zorua. This is a really cool looking team. I guess it's very possible to be as unique as you want in this tier. Like with my Tyrogue, for example. Gonna lead here with my Mudbray or Glimmet. I'll do Mudbray here. As they lead Salandit, so I'm gonna Earthquake. Nasty Plot. Ooh. Nasty Plot. Sash. Okay. That's kind of a threat. Kind of a threat. Okay. So I guess Stunky is the mon I can just throw in right now. That works. And yeah, simple knockoff here is the play to get rid of this mon. So we got rid of that. Now Drillbur's in. Of course this mon is going to be good. I think I'm still going to knock off this just to get rid of its item. And it is Expert Belt. Swords Dance. Ah, this mon is dead too. Yo, Stunky is so good. This mon is so good. So Landit's in. It's a Speed-Ty. I'm gonna Sucker Punch. Flamethrower. Ooh. I'm gonna knock off here now. It was not a Speed-Ty. Or maybe it was. So now I go into my good old Tyrogue here. Get the nice fake out. Tyrogue is looking good. And we knock it out. Now this mon, we go Mudbray here. Get the nice boost. Could set up our rocks, which is gonna be useful later on. Oh, Terra Fighting, high jump kick. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. This mon is actually good. With Terra Fighting. Kind of fast too. Let's go into this mon, Glimmet. I think we can Terra Ghost. Sludge Bomb. Poisoned? Oh, they U-turned. No. But they got a T-Spike up, which doesn't matter on their side anyways. Poniard's in. Yeah, versus you, we can we can save Glimmet and go Vullaby. Night Slash, give me a boost. I'm gonna knock off here. Get rid of your item. Go Tyrogue, Mach Punch is the play. They are pretty fast actually as a Poniard, they're pretty fast. But my Mach Punch is faster. My punch is faster. Vullaby takes rocks, takes a Mach Punch, which is a 26. Weak armor. Yeah, I think I go Elekid here. And Psychic. Not Psychic, what am I saying? Thunderbolt. Wouldn't have mattered anyways. But now this mon I think will die. It will die. So here I just Sludge Bomb, I think. Knock it out. If Poniard comes in, a Mud Shot will do a lot. No, they go Vullaby. Oh. Okay. Okay. Now we Mud Shot here. Almost dead. Defiant Boost. Tyrogue. Mach Punch to win the game. And Tyrogue has done it. Good game. Great one. Very, very solid game right there. With the Rogue. Yeah, it's nice to see this mon do some stuff in a tier that hasn't had any kind of sets for it since Gen 5 or 6, I think. I was like looking back at like the sets that were given for this thing. But I just made one. Made one that worked. Let me pause until we get a game. Okay, we got one and it looks really threatening. This one looks really threatening. Torchic with the speed boost. They got yeah, they got a lot of threats. For sure. So I'm going to lead Tyrogue. Probably do my my usual fake out here to get my Flame Orb activation. Then go into my Mudbray, so then give me a boost. I'll get my rocks up here, and then Earthquake back. Roar now, I think, is my play. And then I'm gonna go Elekid this time and not get put to sleep, except this time the Giga Drain. So like that was like the 50-50s, you know, that you gotta think about. I'll go Stunky. Taunt here. And then Knockoff is the play now. As they go Mudbray, we get rid of their Eviolite, which is quite useful. And then I think I'm going to go... probably not Vullaby just yet. Probably Mudbray to sack as they Stone Edge. Then I can go into my... I think Vullaby's Brave Bird would knock it out from this range. I'm pretty sure it would. Otherwise, Could also just do this and go for the Psychic. Their Eviolite's knocked off, so it'll do a lot, I think. Yeah, it just gets rid of it. Cool. Very cool. So now Torchic is in. This mon probably has Protect. This mon's a huge threat. I'm gonna go Glimmet here. Yep, they do try to protect. Now we can Power Gem. Oh, Terra Ground, Terra Blast. I did not know it could do that. Did not know. So now we go Vullaby. And then probably Brave Bird here is the bravest of the plays we could do. They burn me, okay. And Fire Blast to knock me out. So we go Tyrogue and try to get the knockout here. And then we can Mach Punch. So we get rid of Torchic. They've already Terra'd. I don't think I have Terra'd yet, which could be useful. We'll see. Now Vullaby's in. I think here we would just trying to think. Do we just Brick Break on their Brave Bird? Terra Steel? Do we do that? I think Terra Dark. Well, I don't know how useful that'll be. Could go into Stunky here. And then just give them a lot of chip, right? And then go Elekid. And probably Thunderbolt here is the play. Fungus paralyzed is not bad. I could Terra Psychic here to get rid of Fungus. That's good. So now Sandshrew is in. For this mon, we could just Volt Switch, I think. That is 41. And now we Mach Punch. And then Mach Punch again. And then Bullet Punch. And then Pray. Thunderbolt here. Unless they're like Scarf on something, which they might be. Thunderbolt should knock this out. Yep. And then Psychic. To win the game. Good game. Ah, they had some viewers as well watching. Not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, Elekid. Wrapping it up. Elekid and Tyrogue both. The combination, the power duo. Putting in the finest work for us. You love to see it. Absolutely love to see that one. And I think through this video I've learned, just like how Tyrogue has learned through its training and struggle, that I probably should be running high jump kick on this thing. I think that's the only reason why I lost that shelter game, was because I wasn't doing enough damage. And high jump kick probably would have just secured the game for me. Look at this power difference. But I mean, I ran into like 3 dual screens teams in a row. Back when I was testing a couple games early on, and it was like an Impidimp dual screens, a Bronzor dual screens, and I think something else was dual screen. I forgot what mon it was, but that's why I was running Brick Break. But I guess situational, the more you play, the more you face other teams that are not that, and like the standard ones probably don't have that. So yeah, high jump kick I think is just the superior option, which would have saved a lot of trouble in that game, and I'm gonna give you all the better version of this team for you all to try, which is of course in the description. But if you want to run Brick Break like I did, if you run into like dual screens teams all the time, then you can run that. But I think high jump kick's better, in my opinion. But even then, we still, even with the nerfed version of Tyrogue, we still did really well in this video, I think. And I have a couple replays to show you all, which I saved some games I thought were worth showing, some cool ones. Starting with this one here. They actually have a Gothita, which is allowed in this tier with Shadow Tag, so that's pretty cool. Let me show you all what went down. So Fungus lead versus Tyrogue. I'm gonna immediately switch into Stunky on their Sludge Bomb, and then just go here for the taunt. So they cannot Spore me. I get a clean knockoff here, removing it the Violite. And they do get a defense boost, so I'm gonna switch out here. I'm gonna go into my Vullaby first on their Earthquake. I'm gonna predict like Stone Edge or something, and then pivot into Mudbray. But they set up rocks here, so I can just go for my own rocks, which is going to be quite useful versus their team. And they're going to Energy Ball here. I'm trapped. I could have Terra Dragon, but I feel like saving my Terra for something else was probably more worth it. So I'm going to let Mudbray go down here and then bring in my Tyrogue, which is going to be able to get the clean fake out. But Fungus comes in, and yeah, this Mon is going to be a nice wall to my Tyrogue, unless I Terra Steel, but I'm not going to Terra yet. I go Glimmet, and they double the Mienfoo, which if I did Terra Steel would have been bad. And so I feel like now I could just stay in and set up as many hazards as I can to try to win the hazard war. I mean, they're going to have to go back into Fungus in order to absorb these T-Spikes. I have 2 T-Spike absorbers, they only have 1, so there's only 1 switch they have. So I just set up an extra spike here, get 2 layers up and go Elekid, and I'm like, go ahead and switch if you'd like. I think go Vullaby, I Psychic trying to predict, or I guess it hits Mienfoo, but I was also trying to hit the Fungus if it came in. So now it does come in. I am going to Ice Punch here. I thought they might Terra with Vullaby or pivot on the Fungus, so it was like a really good mid ground, I think. So now Mudbray's back, takes a rock and a spike, and I'm going to go back into Vullaby here on this thing, which, you know, they're going to try to Earthquake. Does not work. And Brave Bird without the Eviolite is enough to take out this Mudbray. Now Elekid's in, I'm like, ah, yeah, you are a threat. Terra Ground. Terra Ground, Terra Blast. Not a terrible idea. And Elekid is gone. So now Vullaby's in. And this is going to be a pretty interesting exchange here. As you can see, they get the weak armor boost. I get recoil and they roost. Does 43. And I'm like, hopefully it's not like a crazy roll. They also get the same 43 roll that I got, which is perfect because now with their minus defense, I can knock them out. And knock myself out in the process too, but perfect because we have 3 Mons and their 2 Mons will lose to my Elekid. I'm just going to scout for the fake out first just to make sure my Elekid doesn't get super chipped. So they're going to do that. And it doesn't matter because my Elekid's going to just outrun anyways. I fake out here and then I just bullet punch for chip just to get as much chip as I can. They miss, which unfortunate, you know, but doesn't matter with the long run of the Elekid endgame. So yeah, Fungus is in and it's going to be a wrap. I can just Rapid Spin. I did have Rapid Spin on this version of the team, which is actually not a bad option as well. I had Rapid Spin over Brick Break, which is now High Jump Kick, which I think back then was High Jump Kick, which I switched to Brick Break after Deal Scrates. The team process, you know, the building process, it switches a lot based on what I faced and what's been working. But yeah, this is the best version of the team. The 6 Mons, at least. And yeah, slow demise of Fungus, and that Mon is dead. And then I had one more game I want to show you all here. This is the last one I got, which is this nice Munchlax team. I love Munchlax, really cool Mon, and also Hisui and Growlithe is cool to see as well. And let's see what happens. So I lead Tyrogue on the Shelter. I'm like, let me go ahead and fake out first. Let me get my Flame Orb activated. I know this thing's gonna probably Shell Smash. I don't know if it's Adamant or Jolly, but I just Brick Break here for damage, and they go for the Shell Smash. They ended up being, I think, Adamant Shelter, not Jolly, which makes sense. You don't need that much speed for a Shell Smash. And so I'm gonna sack Glimmet here. Then my strategy is, right, Glimmet's the perfect sack for this Icicle Spear because of the fact that, look at their team, no poison type Pokemon at all, which means that these T-Spikes are going to be doing a lot of damage to everything except the Vullaby. So I'm going to fake out here and then follow up with a clean Mach Punch to knock this thing out. And Shelter's gone with T-Spikes on the field. Now, they go Munchlax. I'm like, are you going to Terra? Are you going to like Terra Belly Drum or do something kind of crazy? They end up just going for regular Curse. I'm like, I could have just knocked you out with my, I thought for sure they would Terra there, but they did not. So I'm going to knock off their Custad Berry as they go for the Body Slam here and then follow up with the Gunk Shot KO and knock it out. I was just trying to make the safe play for Tyrogue to stay, you know, around for a long time. Now Mudbray comes in and they just knock off my Eviolite, which I can now get the defense boost and probably set up my rocks here, right? I think is what I do. I don't predict Vullaby. Yeah, I just set up rocks, which is I think the better play. Look at Vullaby and look at Growlithe taking 25 from rocks, so that's nice. I go Stunky to sack so that I'll give them Aftermath chip and Recoil chip from anything they do, like a Wood Hammer. And then from here I go Vullaby, which, I mean, they knock off. Gave me a speed boost. And this is great because I'll be able to knock out Grookey here, and now I'm faster than the rest of their team, so whatever comes in is going to take chip plus a strong attack from this Vullaby, and Mienfoo ends up living, which is kind of crazy. I mean, this Mon is really bulky with a Violet, which is probably why it's been like one of the top tier Little Cup Pokemon for a long time. So now I get to bring in Tyrogue, and Growlithe comes in, and I'm like, Tyrogue here is going to show you all what it's been training for. So I'm gonna go here for the Mach Punch. Oh, I think I know why I saved this one. I completely knock out Growlithe, right? But check this out. Well, maybe it's not on this turn yet. I'm gonna go Mudbray first. You'll soon see why. This was a really cool Tyrogue game. So I'm gonna sack Mudbray here while this thing takes more and more chip. And then I'm like, let me go back into Tyrogue here. They decide to go Vullaby, right? They go Vullaby here on my fake out and get the weak armor +2 speed boost. I'm like, you know what? I think it's time to Terra Steel the Tyrogue, survive the Brave Bird, knock it out with the Brick Break, and that's fantastic. Last mon is going to be the Mienfoo, and Mienfoo here is going to be able to, I think, just fake out, and Elekid's going to be faster anyways, so we'll be able to knock it out with the Thunderbolt, and that's going to be good game once again. And yeah, I think that's around where I ended off and where I started this video with testing. So yeah, that's gonna be it from me for this one. I hope you all enjoyed seeing a little something different than, you know, my usual OU. I like to switch things up here and there, give you a taste of something different once in a while, like with another tier or some other kind of video here and there. So hope you all enjoyed this one. And yeah, I think now we can officially say we've completed the Hitmon series, because we've completed all of the Hitmon trio in those past few videos, and now Tyrogue, which you know, is the mon that has been training for this day from the very beginning. I look forward to hearing from you all in the comments as always. My schedule's gotten really busy with work, so I'm just trying to manage my time well and, you know, get things done and do things on time, and also relax, have time to, you know, for myself and things like that too. But it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun lately in life, and you know, with Pokemon, with all these heat stuff that I'm bringing. It's been a lot of fun. Thanks to you all, of course. I look forward to hearing from you all. I shall see you all on the next one. Peace.